Even Master Diluc!
Well, Jean wanted my input on everything. Even though I left the Knights, Grandmaster Varka has done a lot for me. He didn't stop me from leaving back then.
Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. As long as you're prepared to follow through on your choices. And let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day.
You look pretty tired.
Yeah, didn't get much sleep at all.
The Grandmaster's wording is somewhat misleading, so we made quick work of our tasks yesterday, much to the Grandmaster's great pleasure.
You know how it is. When you're catching up with an old friend, a few drinks turn into a few too many, am I?
Ah, so you're just hungover!
I see. Understood. I just received word from the Knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at any time. Ask away.
Ah, you mean like how only you could have purified Dvalin's tears? That ability is unique to you.
Don't worry. I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps. I've deleted the parts that might complicate things. The remaining content doesn't require the participant to do much of anything.
Wait! But we ran into a combat encounter yesterday.
We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to be an experience even a child can complete without The parts you're testing today are more stable. Of course, when you access the dice...
Speaking of Alice, where is she?
Clee demanded some playtime with her mom.
Yep.
Ha ha ha. Well, let's get this show on the road.
Whoa! Dizzy. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Ah, looks like we've jumped forward a bit since yesterday.
Wait, is this the bit where we borrow the Holy Lyre? Yeah, I'm not sure about this.
Don't worry, see? You're
Word from the Knights of Favonius is that the Fatui are planning to steal the Holy Lyre der... A conflict between the two parties is ensuing inside. Come on. Let's go help the Knights. What is it?
Oh, so that's how we're explaining this part.
It's all thanks to that committed performance from our good...
I'm just reading the lines Miss Nicole gave me.
Don't worry. Our operation isn't that strict.
Wait, that was Nicole's voice? Or is it...
Probably...
That's right. This is a kind of communication magic. The same if you get stuck at any point.
How very convenient. I suppose, given how the story is progressing...
That's right. Obviously, we're not including the stealing part in this version of the story. After all, the Fatui were the ones who ended up with it. Anyway, the Knights are currently fighting to protect the Holy Lyre.
This is like getting to read the script before watching the movie.
I wonder what would happen if, this time, we managed to catch the Fatui thief in the act.
That would complicate things.
Okay.
Someone's got an axe to grind.
You're just in time. The situation is not looking good at the moment.
Yeah, it's turned into quite a mess.
You're not bad, boy. Against the Fatui, though, you'll need to try harder than that.
You ain't messing around, huh?
Oh no! If this keeps up, the Holy Lyre's gonna be... Oh, sorry. Paimon can't do this. Nicole, shouldn't these people be wearing Fatui costumes at least?
Yeah, it's kinda hard to get in the zone when our opponents look like average guild members.
Let me see here. It looks like magical autoload has been disabled, so the Fatui costumes didn't appear. I'll get that fixed. Just ignore the problem for now and continue with the scene.
Got it. In that case, I'll evacuate the members of the church right away.
All right, thank you. As you see, Traveler, the situation is dire. We need to retrieve the Holy Lyre and get it back to headquarters.
Looks like the Fatui are tied up fighting the Knights. I doubt they have the manpower to spare to deal with us.
Which means, if we rush in, we should be able to retrieve the lyre.
You all sure are getting into... Well, well, well.
It seems our outer diversions were most effective. The Knights know not that the true danger lurks right beneath their nose.
It's no wonder you're known as the youngest, most capable electro-Sisson mage in your unit.
No! We're too late!
Put the lyre down.
You heard her! Put it down and put him up! Or this is gonna get ugly! Wait, why are you the only one with a costume, Fischl?
Why? Because I fashioned this headpiece myself, of course. How does it look? I am this...
And I suppose I look enough like an electro-Sisson as I am.
Hold on. Trying to distract me with conniving conversation. Ha! You underestimate me. To think I would appear before you without full confidence in my victory. Go forth, Oz. Sissons, the Holy Lyre der Himmel belongs to the Fatui. Whoa, that was fast. Mage-powered flight is something else.
Fischl is... or, the Fatus is getting...
Here, take it away, and don't let them catch you.
That's nothing the gliding champion of the Fatui can't handle.
Hey! That goes against gliding regulations! Pretty tough, aren't ya? Well, let's see how you handle this.
Paimon thought the Adventurers Guild were the only ones role-playing as Fatui.
Just thought I'd lend him a hand. Fischl didn't have time to make me a cool hat, though.
Amber's over there! Let's get ready to land!
Here they come! Positions, everyone!
So this is where the chase ends this time. Wait a minute. This isn't what their hideout looked like. It's at least a few times bigger.
Yes, I remember it being much more run down.
The Lawrence clan lived here for a time, but this doesn't look like their handiwork. And I know for sure it's not the work of the.
Must be a bit of creative license on the part of our dear mages.
Alice said the original was too run down and didn't fit her aesthetic taste, so we repurposed some assets from the Golden Apple Archipelago.
Yeah, this is go big,
Still, our mission remains the same.
Yeah, and this time we have a whole bunch of people to help it.
A human never doubts what their eyes see or would both now warn you that this is the end of the road. Give up and turn back while you can.
That voice. Is that Mona?
Mona? Oh, you mean Barbarloth's student.
You know about her? But Mona came to Mondstadt after your expedition.
Well, I had regular contact with the Hexen Circle, so her name came up now and then. The whole thing about her messing up and being too afraid to go back?
What? But how? No one in the Hexen Circle should know about that.
For real? Sorry, but I'm...
All of them?
I'm afraid so. Oh, except Rhindaughter, I suppose.
Fine. That's just fine. It's not like the old hag's gonna come find me in Mondstadt to settle the score.
Anyway, how do we cross?
I'm not telling.
Aw, come on.
I'm not. This is unrelated.
All right. Almost forgot about that.
If you want the answer, think back to what I said at the beginning.
Mona's riddle was as follows. A human never doubts what their eyes see, or rejects the ground beneath their feet. However, things that are taken to be indisputable are often false.
Nice! We made it! Looks like Mika's guarding this spot.
Oh, hey! It's been a while.
Hello, Grandmaster. Hello, everyone. No. Wait, my line. How did you get in?
I would think you have bigger concerns right now.
It's locked in the back room, but good luck getting in there. 3 crests are needed.
Wait, but in real life, we only needed 1 key.
Yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. All our actors worked so hard to memorize their lines.
Fair point. They're playing through the story just like us.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, I was kind of confused at how I just give up the intel without a fight. But when I actually had to stand up against all of you, I mean, Mr. D-Luke practically had me in a cold sweat.
Really?
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned that strike the greatest fear in your opponent.
That's right. And I've been told you have quite a few tricks up your sleeve, Mr. Anyway, you can head in now.
One moment. We can't quite end it like this.
Do I have to say it?
It would benefit the scene.
All right. I told you everything I know. Now leave me alone.
And off you go.
Without the crest, man, I thought I lucked out with just a few lines. Anyway, if you want to get into that room, you'll need to track down the 3 foot.
Looks like we were followed. Guess Mondstadt's elite aren't to be underestimated.
Stand aside. But this time, I'm fully locked and loaded!
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! I see through you!
Let's go. How rude!
Well, neither can I. Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
Okay. You win.
Probably because you had to act like a fatous.
True.
Oh, so you were the one in the Fatous costume.
It would seem so.
Man, their armor is heavy.
Rumor has it, Fatui recruits undergo rigorous training. Well, even though we lost.
Oh, and Bennett told me about what happened in Natlan. So, on behalf of all the adventurers in Mondstadt,
Well, that's what friends are for, right?
Speaking of, how have things been since you got back, Bennett? Same old, same old. Bad luck included. I do miss the Asha, though.
The Fatui deuce up ahead values wealth above all. Luckily, I've prepared a negotiation multi-tool for this situation.
Wait, Mona? Again?
What? The more roles you play, the more you get. The crest is with me. Let's talk business, shall we? That's all. You have to at least make it worth my while. That's all. You have to at least make it worth my while. Who would have thought there was this much more to be made in a dump-like monster?
Hey! Did you just break character?
What? Of course not. All right, here's the crest. Oh, and by the way, word has it you accomplished something major in Nodcry. Well, I spend most of my time staring into a scry glass. Hydromancy uses the false stars to reflect true fate within the water. Of course, I need a whole new set of equipment to look into that, which...
No wonder Alice gave you quite a few parts in this.
Generous compensation, even though her daughter is in some part.
Huh. I guess the moon's a big deal in hydromancy.
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag.
The road ahead is almost completely blocked. Looks like this person isn't taking visitors. Guess we'll just have to be careful. We need that crest.
What? They handed over their crests? Looks like the decision has been made for me then.
Gotta say, Paimon didn't expect you to play this kind of role, Durin.
Well, actually, Aunt Alice was planning for me to play Dvalin if the dragon himself didn't agree to take part. Apparently, there's a spell like the one used to make Simulanka.
That does not sound like a good idea.
I have to agree. That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
I don't think I'd be very good at playing the evil drag. Luckily, Dvalin agreed to take part after all.
Wow, that's a pretty huge change.
Oh, because Mika is guard A.
As expected, Alice had...
All right, we got all the crests. Let's head back and look for Mika.
All right. This elevator's a bit complicated to operate, so Miss Nicole asked me to help activate it.
Thanks.
No problem. Best of luck up there.
Huh. I don't remember Fatui being this nice.
Of course you want to make things difficult.
Security's tight around here.
I hope this is safe.
The Holy Liar! Here it is! Wait, but Paimon remembers something about a...
Hot-blooded, careless, and reckless. Wait, what? All it did was lock the liar up. Well, I wasn't the one who designed it.
That checks out.
They laugh as if they already know what is to transpire. Allow me to clarify before we proceed.
From what I've heard, the Fatui agent guarding this place was given a thorough beating.
So then, I'm the one who walked into the trap?
Do not despair, mein Fräulein.
'Tis true, though thine Prinzessin stands on the cusp of defeat. Come forth, my loyal servants! Smite all who stand against us!
Look! The ravens get confused if they don't...
Group 2, reinforce! Group 3, Group 4! Oh, forget it. All of you, attack at once!
Yahoo!
Well, well. It seems I must send forth my most capable servant of all. He shall dispose of you in one fell swoop.
As you wish, mein Fräulein. Our situation is dire, mein Fräulein. It seems this is the end of the road.
That's nothing.
All right. I give up. Just don't hit. All right. I know when I'm beat.
You were brilliant, Miss Fischl.
Yeah! This rule was perfect for you!
Your praise is a compliment to your own good sense.
Huh. It doesn't look like the lock is opened, though.
True. This isn't what we were told would happen.
I doubt the mages want us to just break it open.
Perhaps we haven't met a certain condition then?
Oh, wait. Does that mean the beating up part has to happen for this to proceed?
I'm afraid it may be the only way to end this, mein Fräulein.
Very well. I shall allow this trespass. Just be gentle.
Huh? Oh, right. Paimon's the weakest one here.
It's open!
Miss Alice does love to tease.
Congratulations on obtaining the holy...
Wow! This is quite the gathering. Oh, Paimon's stomach has been rumbling this whole time.
Oh, hello. Did you need something? You know, we often threw banquets like this when I was little. But then, as more and more of our ranks left on expeditions and I was left in charge, now seeing a gathering like this after all this time...
Well said, Traveler.
Barbara?
You told me you wanted the expedition members to feel at home, but in my eyes, the feeling of home isn't something you can form.
You're right. The location isn't the most important factor. No, I appreciate the kind words, you two. Make sure to do the same, Traveler. It's not often you get to make it back here. Now that we're outside the bubble and no longer in character, there's...
Hey! Honorary Knight, look up! Pretty stellar view from up here, and the breeze is nice too!
Of all the places to sit, it just had to be there. Well, to each their own, I suppose. Just be careful on the way up, Traveler.
Have a seat. I come bearing drinks. Booze free, of course. Well, that's what being home is all about, right? You think so? Glad to hear it. There's no place like home. That's what people say, right? The cathedral, the statue, the windmills in the city. The further away you get, the more you miss it. I get that. The people are what make Mondstadt what it is, too. Which reminds me, I never thanked you for helping Mondstadt out back then. It takes a special person to do what you did. Well, I suppose Barbados could have handled it, even though he hadn't been awake for long. Dvalin is family to him, you know? Having to choose between the dragon's life and Mondstadt's safety, not to mention, the Wild Hunt would have reached our borders sooner or later. Maybe you've never put two and two together, but if Natlan's crisis hadn't been resolved, the two abyssal powers might have joined forces at some point. Ha! Look at us, taking down the Abyss in two separate nations. I guess not. In any case, for a knight, honor is something you get to define for yourself. And that's the question, isn't it? Why do we do what we do?
So this is where you've been hiding. You know, I don't think this was designed for sitting.
Ha! When did you become such a stickler?
Don't mind if I do. Grape juice? Again?
You know, Charles would never let me hear the end of it if I started drinking without him.
Disappointing, but understandable. Oh, I almost forgot. Since this bit...
All right. Might hike up the bill a bit, but...
Yeah, well, he turned me down. He never did like being the center of attention. The city is a little too small for him to spread his wings.
Maybe it's time to draft a proposal to build him a landing pad.
The Traveler's right. If this is what makes him comfortable, might as well let him be. In the meantime, I propose a toast.
To our honorary knight.
I often think about our parting at Windrise, you know. And now, almost in the blink of an eye, the Tsaritsa's plans have continued to advance. Now, only the Pyronosis remains free from her grasp.
But if even the captain couldn't take Malwika's Gnosis by force, I guess we don't need to be concerned about its safety for now.
You wouldn't be taking a dig at someone else's ability to hold on to their...
Haha! Of course not. I'm not one to rub salt in old wounds.
Her harbingers do often tend to take a rather extreme approach. But we would be mistaken to ignore the fact that Senora did not win the Geonosis using force.
Right. You told me about the contract Morax signed with her before his death.
That's right. If she was able to provide a reason convincing enough to persuade Morax, she could have persuaded me no problem. I suppose she just didn't think there was a reason to negotiate. Honestly, the Gnosis was of no use to me. I didn't care who it belonged to, or I just knew if I fought her in that moment, the cathedral, perhaps even the entire city, might have become collateral damage.
True. I wouldn't put it past Senora to take civilians as hostages either.
In the end, though, it was those same methods that led to her end. Perhaps Senora's success in Mondstadt and Liyue convinced her that she was a match for the Archon of any nation. You did the right thing. It pained me to see Inazuma as it was back then. Of course, now the elite force of Harbingers has quite a few missing from its ranks. Who knows? Perhaps a chance to formally meet her in Snezhnaya might come sooner than we think.
Some of our knights remain stationed in Not Cry.
The look in your eyes. It's changed a lot since you first set off from Mondstadt. But my advice remains unchanged. Never forget that the journey itself has meaning, traveler. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, perhaps earth-shaking truths and indescribable trials await you at the end. All right, that's more than enough acting like a real Archon for one night. And still, not a sip of drink for dear old Venti at a time like this?
Dun dun dun!
Dun dun dun! Da da da!
This is so fun, Mom!
I think so too. Come on, let's blow them all up.
Mom, when can I play with the magic toy you made me?
Very soon, darling. In fact, it should be ready tomorrow.
Yay! Can we play together?
Why, of course. We'll have ourselves a splendid time.